Hello YouTube, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Cryptic Coil, and in today's video I have another book haul for you. It's a pretty small book haul. Before I start showing you my book haul, let me show you this hat that I bought from the Spirit Halloween store. Okay, so I bought me a Chucky hat, and I really love this embroidery of, or this, patch of Chucky on the, I think it's an embroidery of Chucky on the front of the hat holding his little knife. He kind of looks cute. All right, and I love the blood splatter on the brim of the hat. Just absolutely love it. And then on the back of the hat, it says, "Hi, I'm Chucky. Wanna play? Love it. Awesome." All right, so let's go ahead and get into this book haul. Okay. So I found me another copy of The Sleepwalker by R.L. Stine. Believe this is the seventh book in the Fear Street series, and it's getting a lot harder and rarer for me to find Fear Street books out in the wild. I honestly think that with the emergence of the Netflix Fear Street trilogy, it reignited this like craze. I think that it got a lot of people super interested in Fear Street, and then I also think that it made other people start selling Fear Street books for a lot more money on eBay and Amazon and stuff. And so it's been very rare for me to find Fear Street books out in the wild. I know that earlier this year I found that one copy of Into the Dark, and then I found a bind up or something, but this year I have not found very many Fear Street books out in the wild, and I think it's because they're all gone. I think that collectors have them all now, and I think that resellers have them all now, and so it's just getting really rare to find these out in the wild. We're also anticipating the release of the next Fear Street movie on Netflix, The Prom Queen, and that's supposed to be coming out really soon. I heard it was coming out in fall of 2024, and it's fall of 2024 right now. So yeah, this one is in decent condition. The only thing is that it has this wicked, nasty crease on the front cover, but the spine is perfectly healthy and holding on to all the pages. The reason I picked it up was because I didn't remember off the top of my head if I had a reading copy. I know that I have a collector's copy, and most of my collector's copies are in super good condition. And I just don't want to read, I don't want to read a book if I don't have to, and mess up the quality. I'd rather read a beat up older copy if possible. So that's why I picked this one up, so I don't mess up my collector's copy. All right. I accidentally made a redundant purchase. I picked up yet another copy of Dan Poblocki's The Book of Bad Things. I wasn't sure if I already had it or not, so I went ahead and picked it up, and it's in super good condition. So I guess it's okay. But the one that I already have, that I discovered when I got home, was in super good condition too. The one that I found was actually in mint condition, and the one that I already had was in near mint condition. So oh well. I mean, the book cost me less than $2 at a thrift store. Big deal. It is kind of annoying that I didn't know what I had, therefore picked up a redundant purchase, but oh well. I've been on the hunt for this book for a while. Alan Zulo's Haunted Teachers. I have I think I have all the other ones in the haunted series. Like there's, haunted kids, totally haunted kids, haunted schools, haunted pets, haunted campfires, the haunted shortstop, which is about like ghosts and sports. I've been wanting to find haunted teachers for a while because I didn't have that, and within that series, I have a bunch of the vintage copies, and then I have some of the reissues. And this is I'm pretty sure this is a reissue, but what matters is that I now have it. I now have Haunted Teachers, and I'm really stoked about that. This was an exciting find for me. So the next book that I'm going to show you is of a series that I've known about, and I never really picked them up whenever I found them out in the wild. I always left them there. But the reason I picked it up this time is because something came over me, something along the lines of the spirit of keeping up with the Joneses, because other people in this space do collect this series or are fans of the series. And so when I found this one out in the wild, it was in mint condition. And I just said, screw it, because again, it was less than $2 at a thrift store. So I went ahead and picked up Jonathan Rand's Michigan Shillers. This is book number 18, and I don't know how to pronounce that title. I want to say Salt Sweet Marie Sea Monsters. Salt Sweet, is that? I'm guessing that's what it is, what that means. But this is book number 18 in the series, and it's book number 18. It came out in 2017, so it's not vintage. But when I got home, I discovered that it's autographed. I can't. The author's name is Jonathan Rand, and I can't make out Jonathan, but you can make out Rand. Rand. So that was cool. That was interesting. The next children's book that I'll show you is I found a new copy of The Adventures of the Bailey School Kids. This is book number 43 in the series. It's called Vikings Don't Wear Wrestling Belts. Look at that cover. I love Vikings because I'm metal, so metal dudes like Vikings. But I didn't already own this one, and so it was really exciting for me to find another book in the series that I didn't already own, because I have a lot of them. But to be fair, there's also a lot of books in the series. So this was super exciting for me. It's somewhere between near mint and mint. The condition, the spine is healthy, cover's not beat up. Yeah, I mean, so somewhere between mint and near mint. So that was a lot of fun. Then I found another Dan Poblocki book, and this one is book number 2 in the Shadow House series, and it's called You Can't Hide. There's some really cool step back art in it. So here's the step back art, and then when you close it, it's got this like clear plastic window that kind of gives it a little bit of a holographic kind of image. I believe there are 3 books in this series. Now, I already have book number 1. I showcased book number 1 in a book haul some time ago. I don't remember how long ago, but it's been kind of a long time at this point. And just yesterday, I found book number 2, so that was really exciting. I want to say there's only 3. I believe it's a trilogy. So as far as I'm aware at this time, I only need to find book number 3, and then I have the whole set complete. So now I have 2 adult books, or no. I have one more. I don't know. I think this is a children's book. I really do. Is it? I don't know. Let's read the synopsis on the inner dust jacket, and then I'll tell you. So this book is called Shadow Witch by Ruth Riddell. And I've never heard of it, so this was kind of exciting because when I look at all the other content creators in the space that I follow and all the book hauls that I've watched, I don't ever recall having seen anybody showcase this book in any of their book hauls or in any of their collection videos. And since I've never heard of it, and since I was intrigued by the title and by the cover and the fact that it's vintage, I felt like I discovered this rare gem out there. Okay, so that felt really cool. And I do like the cover. I like the fact that the cover is, hand sketched and colored, almost as if done by a talented but amateur artist. That was really cool. When I got home, I found that this book is also autographed by the author. It was the inscription was made out to a Jan and Ted, with love and best wishes always, from Ruth S. Riddell. So that was super cool. This book is from 1989 and it's perfect. This is mint condition. The dust jacket doesn't have any flaws. The spine is as healthy as it was the day this book got printed. But let's go ahead and read the synopsis on the inner dust jacket. So the book is called Shadow Witch. Okay, so now I'll start to read the synopsis on the inner dust jacket. In 1966, when war raged in Southeast Asia, Drew McCaslam was fighting his own war. His enemy was the Shadow Witch, who haunted his dreams and demanded his soul. Is she real, or is she just a hallucination? Because Drew knows very well that he is having LSD flashbacks, the doctors had told him he would continue to hallucinate, that he would never, or the doctors told him that he would continue to hallucinate, that he would have the overwhelming feeling that everything happening was real. It was his many LSD trips that put Drew where he is now, recovering, or trying to, from the accident that robbed him of the ability to walk. It happened on his last LSD trip, when thinking he could fly, he jumped off a roof, badly damaging his spinal cord. Tortured by the past and tortured by the possibility of a damaged future, Drew lies in a bedroom in Rossmore, the McCaslam ancestral estate on the isolated shores of Nova Scotia. Repeatedly, he is plunged into the hellish world of the Shadow Witch, with her ring of doomed souls and her pack of howling dogs. Only Angus Corkum, the aged, salty caretaker, seems to be able to help, and Drew is not sure he is ready to accept that help. The treacherous road back to reality leads Drew through a maze of terrifying encounters with the witch in her many guises, and soon it is only Angus, Drew realizes, who holds the key, the revelations about the past tragedies of the McCaslams and how they came about, the key to the secret that Drew holds deep within himself. Is there any hope of his becoming healed, or will the Shadow Witch destroy Drew forever? Um, I don't know. I mean, it sounds okay. I mean, maybe I can give it a shot. It's not that big of a book, and it's well spaced, and the font is pretty big, so I don't think it would take long to read this one. Flipping through the pages, I think I found the original receipt. Just want to see if I could find that again real quick. Signed first. This little piece of paper with a tag that says signed first. I wonder if, what was that? Does that mean a signed first edition, or they were the first in line to get their book signed? I don't know. I don't know, but, this sounds okay. Then there's one more adult book that I picked up, and it's called Murder on Halloween by Steve Demari. And I guess it's book number 13 in a mystery series. I didn't pay very close attention while I was at the thrift store. I went ahead and picked it up just because of the cover. Sorry, excuse me. I went ahead and picked it up just because of the cover. But I don't really read mystery, and I never would have picked it up if it was that far into a series, if I spontaneously decided that I was interested in reading the series. So I need to pay better attention to these things. I'm probably just gonna give it away, donate it, or see if I can sell it for a couple bucks on eBay. I don't know. But the last thing that I have to show you from my haul is this Beverly Hills 90210 Season 7 on DVD. The discs are all in perfect condition. I remember my parents watched this show in the 90s when it was new. And I know that the show started off as a family friendly show. Like season 1 was like a really late 80s, early 90s family friendly show. Even though it was like more drama oriented. And I remember like in first grade and second grade, there were even kids who had like 90210 lunchboxes. But then it started, as the characters started to get older, the show decided to mature and appeal to a more mature audience. So it wasn't really a family friendly show anymore. It was more of a teen young adult drama. Well, I started to rewatch it, or not rewatch it. I mean, I'd seen it, but I started to watch it when this series got released to DVD in my early 20s. And then at about season 6, I got into my mid 20s and life kind of took me in a different direction, and I didn't really have time for stuff like that anymore. And so I never finished. And then yesterday at a thrift store, I found this DVD for $5, so I went ahead and picked it up. So I mean, it's a complete set. The discs were in perfect condition. $5, can't beat it, because these things did not go for that cheap back when. But yeah, so that was cool. I really hope that I do get to finish this series eventually, because I remember in my early 20s when I started watching it, I really developed a heart for these characters, and I got invested in where their story was going, and I would like to see it to its ending someday. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and let you go. I'm kind of proud of myself. This video is under 20 minutes long. All right, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Horns up and peace out.